it's your girl Candy, and this is Mama Nisi, and you are watching Sweet Addictions TV. Yes. And no, today is not Wednesday, so what? I don't want to hear nothing. Shut up. Today we are going to be doing, since you all requested it, Sweet Solutions is the new name to the new ass segment. Yes, I mean, me personally, I would have went with Real Talk Wednesdays, but you know who am I? So, Sweet Solutions is what it is. So let's get started, shall we? Most of the questions today are kind of serious. Not too many, funny ones around. So, you ready? Here we go. Okay, it says, hey Candy, my question is, I'm a lesbian female who has been with my girlfriend for a year now. And for some reason, all we do is argue. I know she's not cheating because all she does is work to make ends meet with bills. But we argue over everything. Even if it's who ate the last bite of ice cream. Okay, not really, but, damn near close. My bad. Most of the time, it's me starting the arguments because we only get to see each other Saturday, Sunday, and Monday because those are her days off. But I feel like for the year, we shouldn't still be part-time girlfriends. She talks about wanting to marry me and stuff like that. But for some reason, we can't control our arguing. I've argued in every one of my relationships. Every one. I've tried everything that I know of to not get mad over every little thing. But for some reason, the harder I try, the worse it gets. I've lost everyone else in my life. I don't want to lose her too. You got to help me out, please. I don't know if it's because I've been heartbroken, I've lost a son, I've been abused. I just don't know. I've seen my mother and father fight since I was old enough to remember. And I don't want to do that, in my life. So please give me advice. You're my last hope. So, what do you think?
I think, my darling, that unfortunately you jumped into a relationship before getting yourself together. And I think that with all of the ups and downs that you've had in your life, you really need to take some time and get you in order. Therefore, when you get you in order, you're able to be an easy companion. Because why? You are in order. Everything, your whole inner everything is in order. So you really need to go and see what you are about right now, instead of trying to make it work with someone else who may have issues too. You can't work on two problems at the same time. So get you together, baby girl, and then try to do your romantic situation. And then don't look for that romantic situation. Let that romantic situation find you. God will give you somebody, I promise.
Yep, and I think that since you said you went through a lot of stuff, from being abused, from losing a son, to everything, from watching your parents argue since you can remember, a lot of that has affected you, and I think you should talk to somebody. I think sitting down, a lot of times we don't know what may come out because we refuse to go back to that situation or, open up to even, because we already like, oh, that got on my nerves, I ain't trying to go back there. So I think maybe you should find somebody to talk to. Because, like you said, you're the one starting the argument. So it starts with you. And you've done it in every single relationship. So the problem, I'm not going to say everything is on you, but you got to look at you first. Because if you're arguing with everybody you're with, then there's some things going on with you. So you need to figure that out. Yeah, so you need to, I think you have a lot of pain going on. Because the stuff that you mentioned, that's a lot of crazy, that's a lot of stuff that can mess you up. So I think that's what it is. I think you're looking for validation from somebody else. And you got to, like Mom said, you got to start with you first. So I think the best thing to do would be to find somebody to talk to. And find somebody outside of your relationship. Somebody that doesn't know the both of you. Find somebody you can just talk to that won't be biased. That can just listen and figure some stuff out. That's what I'm thinking. So make sure to write back and let us know what happened. Wishing you the best. And actually, I will be putting up there will be a new email address. It will be Sweet Solutions. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta make sure that name ain't taken on Gmail. So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna work it out before the video's put up. So next question says, I'm going to try to keep my questions short because I know how you feel about reading them long questions. Thank you.
So appreciate
But I am 28 and I have relationship issues. I believe it comes from me being in love with this guy since I was 16 and never really told him. I'm sure he knows because we are friends and we have a lot of mutual friends even to this day. But in my relationship, I try to compare all the guys I date to him. No one purpose, but no, I guess it's not on purpose.
Yeah.
Not on purpose, but like it always ends up that way. What, if any, advice could you give me on that?
Okay. Well, you're comparing, it don't even make no sense. You're comparing these guys to a guy you never hooked up with. So you're comparing them to your imagination. Okay, and our imagination is a wonderful thing. It is. I've imagined quite a few folk. And they was wonderful. I'm telling everybody. And I sure wish I could find them. But still, my point is, you have to let that go, baby girl. Or stop bull crapping and go tell the man how you felt since you were 16. Tell him how you felt. See what goes on with that. And if it's not jumping off like it is, especially when you imagine what it might be, it might not be what you imagine it to be. And then after that, you need to start making fresh slates for people. You can't compare one person to another because everyone is different. I don't care if they're deranged. They still deranged in a different way. You know what I'm saying? No one is the same. Everybody's a snowflake, and you just have to learn to take the snowflake as it is and quit trying to make it something else.
Yep, and like you said, you don't know what he's like, because even when people were, since you're saying I do know what he's like because I've been his friend. No, there's people have big changes and differences from just having you as a friend to being in a relationship. Trust me, I know. I hooked up a friend of mine with a friend that I've been knowing forever, and I'm like, he's so cool, he's this, he's great. And then when they got in a relationship, it was like, hook up? What is the problem? They just a mess, child. So you don't know what he's like as a lover. You just know him as a friend. And first off, tough love. Chad, you too grown to be walking around having a crush on somebody since you was 16. Talking about, I just love him so much. You are almost 30. I'm going to need you to get together. I'm going to need you to get together. And I'm going to need you to get together quick. How y'all still around each other? You almost 30. You ain't said nothing. Child, let that go.
You know what?
Okay.
I was not even trying to go there.
I don't even care. Let that go. Because it is done. It is a done deal. You don't know what that man like. He could be the biggest a-hole walking the earth behind closed doors. That's how serial killers are. What's that dude that was, what's his name?
She done went all totally out. We sorry, baby.
That Zodiac killer.
Yeah.
He was in the church. He was the deacon or something. He was running computer programs and the best. Everybody said he was great. This nigga running around killing everybody. You just don't know. You can't compare people. I ain't saying he's slicing up hookers. I'm just saying. You can't compare people. You better quit that.
You just don't know. That's right.
Quit that. Child, please. Love you, but you ain't gonna wear me.
You want some Neosporin for that verbal ass whipping? I got some in my purse.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. 28, 16. Child.
She said, I just ain't even.
Get my
Pray
blood
for you,
pressure
baby.
up.
Hallelujah.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. These last two are kind of serious. So, here we go. It says, hey, Candy, I'm going to make this short and simple and get straight to the point. From the age of 6 to the age of 10, I was molested by my father. When I was 9, I was raped by him. I waited until I was 13 and my father was long gone to tell my mom about it. When I told her, she didn't seem too surprised, which made me believe that she knew all along. Well, now I'm 26 with a 7-year-old daughter. My father has popped back into my life after being gone for several years. He keeps apologizing for what he did, and he says he's a new man. My father got saved a few years ago and is now a reverend. Although I have forgave him, I didn't forget. My father wants to have a relationship with my daughter, but I won't let him near her because I'm afraid that history will repeat itself. My question is, am I wrong for not wanting him in her life? Because after all, he is her grandfather. And am I being too overprotective of my child? I'm asking, Candy, because I know you have went through something very similar. So I want your honest to God opinion. Okay, what you think?
I think that this is a sore subject for all of us. And unfortunately, I am not the forgiving type. And I also am a preacher's kid, and I have seen things out of various different preachers, including my father. Not of that particular situation, but just slightly bones out the closet. And so, reverend or not, he's still human. And even though he claims he has changed, those things, those tendencies never really go away. It's kind of like being a crack addict. You always have that monkey on your back. Pedophiles always have that monkey on their back. Now, some can control it for years. Some cannot. And as far as you being overprotective, I do not think so. And I am sorry about this if I'm wrong. But I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
Okay, now with me, I understand the forgiving part. Because you know we got to make it to heaven, Chad.
I'm not going to make it.
But as far as letting back in, like me personally, there wouldn't be a back in my life thing. There wouldn't be a relationship with me and, oh, there's no way he'd be around my child. No way. No. I don't care how saved, how many times he's been dipped in the blood of Jesus. It's a done deal. You know, that's a lot. He did you over years, no matter how much he apologized. Even if he's truly sorry,
right,
there's still no way, okay, even if you forgive him and move on, because, you don't want the hate to eat you up, I would do just that, forgive and move on. He wouldn't be able to be back in my life even enough to call me. I would not let my child be around him. There's no way. And I mean, with me, when it happened, with me, if I was in this situation, there's no way, because all I would think about is what happened with me. And like you said, your daughter's around the same age of when he was messing with you. So no, I think you're doing right. I wouldn't let him come around my child. Actually, you're doing better than me, because he wouldn't even be around, period. He could not call me. He could not have my number.
No pictures.
Nothing.
Nothing.
So, I applaud you for forgiving,
right,
but I think you're doing the right thing as far as keeping him away from your child, just completely and totally. So that's my advice. It's not even long. He couldn't be around, period, at all. Ever.
I agree. 2 thumbs up and it's finger snap.
So, okay, I got a long one, child, but I'm going to read it anyway. Just this once. It says, y'all have good advice, so maybe you can help me out. My wife and I have been married for about 3 years. We was best friends growing up and all that. All that? Okay. When we was in high school, her boyfriend at the time raped her. She got pregnant and he went to prison. Maybe a year later, me and her got together. What happened to her had a real bad effect on her. But she's one of those people who doesn't like for people to worry about her or feel sorry for her. Just recently, she saw her ex-boyfriend who raped her when she was out. He was talking mess to her, telling her she needs to be careful and she better hope he don't catch her alone again, because she's going to be carrying his second child.
She should have cut his... I'm sorry.
She didn't mention this to me until about 2 weeks later. So me being me, after she told me, I went looking for this nigga. Found him at his uncle's little store and popped the nigga in his shit. I had to say that part. Because that showed you how much he hit him. So, where am I at?
Popped him in his shit. Right
there we go. And told him to leave my wife alone. I effed him up pretty bad, and now he's in the hospital. I got a couple of charges, but that ain't important. The nigga violated his probation, so once he get out the hospital, he probably going back in jail. I know my wife never got over what happened, and this morning was the first time she ever went into full detail about what happened that day. She told me this morning she feels bad for bringing her drama into my life and how she doesn't think it's fair to me and how she didn't want to ruin my life. I've been trying ever since she was raped to let her know that what happened wasn't her fault and to help her get her confidence back because it's nothing like it used to be. It's hard though because when I talk to her, it's like she doesn't believe she's worth me going through the trouble to be with her. No matter how I try to tell her otherwise, it's like she doesn't believe it. It's like she doesn't believe it. So what else can I do to try to help her? Because I don't need her thinking she's ruining my life. I don't need her trying to leave because of it. I told her a million times when we got married, I took on all your issues and you took on mine. But it's hard because nothing I say or do seems to help her. So I was wondering if there was anything you might be able to think of that I can do. I know this issue's mad long, but I appreciate your help. Okay.
Well, there is nothing you can do. She needs to talk to a professional because her self-esteem has been demolished. And unfortunately, even though all of your soul and being wants to be that fixer-upper for her, you're not going to be able to do that. She's going to have to do that on her own with the help of professionals. Because once a woman's confidence and just complete sexuality is torn down, it's very, very hard to get it back up. And that person has to do it themselves. Even though you may feel like, well, we are one now. So we have to work on this problem. Yes, you will have to work on the problem together, but you're not going to be able to fix it. So stand by her and stop telling her, show her. Because the spoken word can be said. But when a person sees, what a person sees, I should say, is what they go by. We are all visual creatures. So show her you love her regardless. Show her you're there for her regardless. Show her she's worth more than she thinks she's worth. And continue to show it until that little shade of face that's in front of her eyes when she looks in the mirror goes away. That's the only thing I can tell you to do, actually. And please get her some help. Please.
Yeah, that's what it's going to take mainly is professional help. Because, okay, let me compare it to something that y'all may get. Like, you know how you may see a woman and she looks fine to you, but let's say she's an anorexic. When she looks in the mirror, she sees something completely different than what you see. So no matter how many times you tell this person, no, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, they don't see that. So I think the only way she is to have help. And sometimes it takes a little backing off. You know, you let her know what's going on, or, you know, let her know I'm here for you. You know, I think we should find somebody to talk to. But sometimes with what she went through, she may not even want anybody in the same room with her. Like, you know, when she goes to talk to somebody, kind of let her do her a little bit until she feels comfortable enough to bring you in. Because right now she feels like y'all not as one when it comes to that situation. She feels like it's all her. Oh, Lord, I'm bringing my problems on you. So I think, like Mom said, you need to try to get her help, you know, talk her into going to see somebody, but don't kind of push yourself on her when she's doing that. Let her get comfortable with expressing herself first to this person, you know, whoever y'all go to, until she's comfortable enough to bring you in. And then y'all work it from there. Because right now she does have a lot of issues. Even with trust. You can tell even with trusting men she has issues there. Because even if she loves you, she still feels like she's being a burden to you. So I think that's what you should do. Y'all should, you know, a therapist. A lot of the questions today, it seems a lot of people, you know, you just need to talk to somebody. And from the, I am assuming, so, you know, if I'm wrong, let me know. But it seems like most of the people who wrote today are African American. And what we got to understand is a lot of times is, yeah, black people don't see therapists. We watch Oprah.
Yeah, we try to
do
it in-house.
Yeah, sometimes in-house ain't the best way to go, Chad. Right. Because in-house, they're biased. There's certain things they're going to say, not that may be the best for you, but what they think you should do. And if you go to an outside source, somebody you don't have to worry about, oh Lord, they about, as soon as I hang up, they about to call Aunt so-and-so, cousin and them, and all, then you tend to open up a little more. And you know this person that you're going to, you know, they're there actually to hear what you got to say, because they don't know nothing about you. They don't know what's going on. They don't know the person you're talking about. They're just there to help you get through what you have to go through. So I think a lot of times we got to stop thinking, Chad, I ain't about to go to nothing, because it does help. You know, it helps you get a lot of stuff out, and it may be stuff that you get out that you buried so deep that you forgot was there, but yet it's eating at you because it's always in the back of your mind.
But sometimes it's also good to tell a stranger. Sometimes that opens you up when you're talking to a stranger, because you know that that person is not going to say nothing to nobody. And if they do, who gives a damn? Because they strangers. I mean, you know, a stranger can't do shit to you. So you might have to do that.
So, yep. So I hope, you know, y'all are able to take some stuff away, everybody, today. Make sure to, you know, when I get the new address, it'll be up before when this video's up, to write and give us the updates, and make sure everybody's sending in new questions. It's now Sweet Solutions, so it will be a whole new email. So stop sending them to the old email address, because, child, they won't be checked. Now, I will be getting a few of them, because I know y'all like, Candy, I've been sitting there waiting on you to answer my question. I'm going to go through a couple of them. Don't quit tripping. But this last one isn't a question, but I figured I'd read it because I liked it when I opened it.
No, you make no sense.
It says, I love your videos. Thank you, baby. Said, are there any more women like you in the world? If so, where in the hell are they? I don't know, child. They broke the mold,
I
baby.
only had 2 girls. I'm sorry, I can't have no more.
They broke the mold.
Don't make no sense. You just Harlem shaked up out of there. That's what happened.
He said, I wish you the best. You are like my little big sister, cousin, auntie I never had.
Well, damn.
Love it.
You can't get no better than that. Little big sister, cousin, auntie. He just left our mother, didn't he?
So, sweeties, I hope you enjoyed this first installment of Sweet Solutions today. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And my special co-host, Mama Niecy.
It's been a pleasure.
Because, Chad, some of y'all ain't going to wear me thinking her name was Mama Dukes, Chad. That's what they call mamas in the South. You're like, Mom Dukes at the house. I'm going to need y'all to work it out.
Yeah, I'm going to need you to start that. It was my fault, though, because I said it's Mom's Dukes.
Yeah.
But that's my son called me that, so I just thought that would run off. But no, we take things literally.
Oh, yeah, especially on here.
My name is Niecy. And you can say Niecy, it's okay. I don't answer to LaToyna. Those are bill collectors. They call me that.
You got Uncle P, Cousin Patches, and now Mama Niecy. There you go. To everybody who keep asking me to have her talk about when she slapped me when I was 13, I'm going to need y'all to shut up. Whatever. I'm gonna try to get the whole family on here to tell y'all some more crazy stories, because y'all keep asking about them. So, you know, I'm gonna try to work that out before she leaves, you know. But if it don't happen, it's not my fault.
That didn't even sound like a good disclaimer. I don't even believe it.
We gonna get it together,
That was not Oscar winning.
And to some of the new sweeties who don't know what I'm talking about, this slap, I need you to go. Matter of fact, I'll post a link at the bottom too. It's called Memories and Shoes, and you will understand what's going on. They also want to talk about the samurai sword. That's a whole nother post. Yeah, I told them about that. Yeah.
Woo!
So yeah, that's also a memories
samurai
video.
sword, y'all, and it's sharp.
I'll post both of the memories videos at the bottom. So for the new sweeties who don't know what in the world I'm talking about, check it out.
Oh, I meant to bring them Switchblade too.
They don't need to see that. As always, thanks for watching, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a mother-sucking friend to subscribe, baby. Yes.
I can't mess that up if I don't say shit.
You're right. The point was on point, though. You had the point,
I had it together. Nigga, I was practicing all night.
You had it. Yeah.